Testing. Just want to try commit a bunch of these, lots of little changes. There's probably a reason I did that, but now I don't remember what it was. This was not October. I probably wanted to come back to something there. Server, add request handler, and check things out. What? Two add control overloads, the only difference. Oh yes, yeah. So I've added a fix me here because there's two add control functions. This is a very bad idea. Because on platforms where the int is the same size as a pointer, there's actually no difference in terms of the assembly language. They're both just integers of the same type. And you can have inadvertent cast bugs if you're not careful. Plus it's annoying, I don't like operator overloading for a few reasons. One is I often like to search the code base for a function name. And now if I search for add control, I'm getting, all the add controls. Not some of them are the one and some of them are the other. I can't easily just search for the one. So I'd try avoid operator overloading in the first place. I also try avoid super general names like add control, because you probably also find that other APIs have a function called add control. But this I don't want to change now. I'm just going to add a fix me. It's not important for now. That I don't want to add yet. This I don't want to commit yet. This I also want to look closer at again. That's also a bit tricky because there's only one change there I want to commit. That was these are just comments. Multibyte to MZPEK. Why isn't that right? That's not necessarily wrong. It's not wrong as long as we know. What we're talking about. So you have a string that's what happens if someone types like the Unicode characters into the actuation dialog? What's gonna happen here is that I don't think this is even worth worrying about unless we specifically have problems. Like if you type Unicode into the activation dialog that expects an ASCII string, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen here? Strange characters get sent to our activation server, like control characters. Shouldn't be an issue. I don't see it being an issue. And in any case, the alter is the one that's more likely to be an issue. I suppose we could override the string. Like, is there a chance we could? No, because here it does a length check. This is the part that could go awry. I'm just going to add a note here. One note. DJ. Here, this is not strictly correct. User has typed various Unicode characters. Code page 1252. This comment should probably not be here. Should probably be at the definition of MSLK. Yeah, let's just do that and leave that as that. Okay. And revert that. That is not something I actually need to fix now. I'm just going to add a comment to the code. Another comment addition. I just want to sync all these. I've got dozens of these little changes just on my local hard disk that are just these little tiny small things. And I just want to clean up some of them and sync them, either revert them or sync with the Subversion server. Right back.
Just a quick introduction to the tlex software for compiling and managing terminology lists. The software supports any number of languages. The database I'm looking at here is the Open Educational Resource Term Bank, OERTB.com, which is an 11-lingual database of the 11 official languages of South Africa. It also supports virtually any language. For example, here we have a Microsoft English French terminology list, and here we have an English Thai terminology list, and here we have an English Chinese terminology list. The software also can operate either in single user mode if you're just working on your own. You can just work on your document as a file on your hard disk. Or it can operate in multi-user mode where teams of users can cooperate and edit on the same central database. There's also a free reader available, which can open tlex files, tlex files, and database files. tlex also has a Microsoft Word integration feature, which, if you're working in Microsoft Word, you enable it. It displays a pop-up that shows results from your terminology list, where you are standing on in Microsoft Word. If it's not in the database, you can also add it as a term. Also supports terminology workflow and keeps track of who did what with. It also makes it really easy to find terms that have not yet been translated. You can use this list down on the left to sort.
Okay. Enough. Why did I do this again? I added the xlef importer to glreader. Should it be there? This is why, you do something and you get interrupted halfway, and months later you come back to it and you don't remember actually what you were trying to do there and why you did that. And you got to try to figure it out again. Well, there was probably a reason it wasn't committed at the time. I think we should consider making this a reader for xlef files and things like that. Just to make it more useful. TL reader. Program files, tlex wait. TL reader. Okay. Huh. It's not xlif. What's the xlif extension? XLF or something. Come on. Oh yeah, it is xlif. Right, so what happens if we just drag and drop a file onto it? Let's see if it'll open it. Nope. That's why not. It should. I don't see why it shouldn't. So then what is this doing in the code? I mean, why did we do this then? Import xlif. Enable it in the reader. That's a big question, like, should we include the xlif importer in TL reader? That's like a huge debate on its own. Given that there's lots of free xlif readers, I actually think we should, because it does not I mean, if there's free readers out there, then there's no market value to not keeping it free, if that makes sense, as a business decision. File to xlif. Although I don't know. I'm not actually sure if there's any decent free readers. Like, they may just be horrible. It's often what happens when you look at these things. Commercial with a free light version. I don't know what this is like. Vertaal. I keep pronouncing it wrong. Vertaal. Anyway. It's a big decision, and once we do it, I can't undo it. So maybe, but I don't see having the code in there as necessarily harmful if it simplifies maintenance of the source code base. What should probably happen actually is each of these things should have its own hash defined if include the xlif importer. than have all this junk. Build reader. Like, why would I add that to reader? At the time when I did it, that was in 2008 June. It's a long time ago now. I mean 2018. Not that long. 2008. Yeah, not that long, but I'm in a fasted state, so I'm starting to get very hungry. I'm starting to crave carbs, which probably means that my body is depleted glycogen stores or something and is now kicking into ketosis, into a fat-based metabolism primarily. What was I saying? What did I want to look at? Oh, yeah, the reader. I wanted to look at where we use this function, where we call this function. Init xlif importer. It had something to do with where we use that in the app. If we find txlif experiment to do remove soon. If you find txlif experiment, I added it. Let's try something. I have a feeling that I might remember why I added it. If I select to build TL reader, and I precisely take that out again, import xlif. Okay, so what happens if we build reader without this? Because that's what happened. I was building reader, I think I was getting errors, and then I decided to add it to fix the errors. Now, I hate all those stupid cookie pop-ups. It makes me so angry. Anyway, I suppose it's a bit of a first world problem type of complaint. But it's because of all the EU regulations. But the reason I hate it is those EU regulations, the reason we have a stupid cookie, you must accept cookies on every single website. Like, you can't browse to a website now without having to click a stupid cookie pop-up. And like, it's part of EU regulations that make you require accepting that. Now what happens is before, I mean, basically we have a problem. The level of tracking of users is ridiculous. It's out of hand. Okay, I get that. But these EU regulations did nothing to help that. Like, you're being tracked just as badly as before. Except now there's just an annoying pop-up you also have to click on every fucking website you visit. Accept cookies, accept cookies, accept cookies. Like, you can't browse the web without a stupid pop-up now. But you're just being tracked exactly as badly as before. So the situation hasn't improved. The situation has gotten worse. So before you were being tracked badly. Now we're being tracked just as badly, but we also have an annoying pop-up on every single website forcing you to accept cookies. So I do not see how that's better than the situation we had before. Okay. And imagine the cost, like, collectively. you know, there's millions of websites, and every single website owner has to hire a web developer to do the stupid, useless thing that's required by law, basically. I don't know if it's required. I assume it's required by law because after those recent EU regulations, every website suddenly had one. I haven't even looked because my website doesn't have one. I think I must just take all the tracking off our website. It's not tracking, it's basic things like Google. Then if we just stop using cookies. Anyway, whatever. Extra translator tools. Open file. Import, merge, save, save as. So what can we do here? Okay. Let's see if it supports the Unicode. Yeah, whatever. Okay. It must, surely. Alright. It'll be interesting to see though if they correctly support right to left. Okay, I don't know, look, how to handle mixed text. If it's like, anyway. Description, source, target. Not the world's fanciest tool. Very simple. Import / merge with file. Sample, save by, oops. Sample, edited and saved. Yes equals use version 1.2. Equals version 2. Yes, okay. Let's click yes. And now we do save as same version 2. No. It's free. I can't argue with that. I had a TL reader with I remember like on my system having the ability to load files in TL reader. So I think what I must do is that rem soon, comment that out. Maybe I was stuck on that exact question. I was busy thinking about whether to add it. Yes, that's exactly where I was stuck. Now I remember. I was busy on the decision. I was busy thinking, should we add it? Should we add it? That was my exact question. That's why I stopped. And I didn't add it, but I added this rem soon question mark, meaning should we add this? And that's why I didn't commit this change, because I wasn't sure. In other words, the question is, should we make TL reader, our free reader, should we make TL reader a reader for xlef files? On some level. Or is that like giving away too much for free? Open xlef files in xlef mode. Well, I must make quick decisions. I could maybe make a very limited reader with, I don't know. question. This is all you see. It's not like, I mean, it's as fancy as, not much fancier than this. But this is free. Like, so if people can do this for free, why? You know, they're not going to download. I'd rather download our free stuff than somebody else's free stuff. But you know, this is a business. I'm not in the business. Giving away free stuff is not a business. But it can grow your user base and maybe attract paying clients. At least that's the theory. I have not seen that theory really work over the years. Like, I have not had people who started with our free stuff and became paying customers. It's just, but on the other hand, it hasn't been a burden either. Like, I haven't been dealing with big piles of support requests. You know, we haven't been dealing with big piles of support requests of people asking, how do I use this in TL Reader? Like, it's been neutral almost. But on the other hand, that's probably also because it mainly only reads currently our own formats. If we make it a reader for a bunch of standard formats like TMX, XLF, we may pick up some more users, and then we might get annoying questions. I suppose if we get a lot of annoying questions, we could just say, please pay for support. You know, we're not a charity, please pay for support. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's like, that's one thing I think we have to be stricter on. You know, we have a lot of people asking questions, complicated questions that require hours of work to answer, and they just want free answers. I mean, we can't do that. It's like, that reminds me, I wanted to get back to somebody who sent us a long list of complicated questions. Sorry, somebody next door is hammering. It's kind of annoying. Having coffee on an empty stomach gives me a headache. But I really need my coffee, so I'm gonna end up with a headache soon. Because I'm addicted. If I'm addicted to caffeine, so if I don't have coffee, I'll also get a big headache. With caffeine withdrawal headache. Right. Yeah. So should we add? Basic X-level reading ability to TL reader. Like once I add it, it'll be difficult to remove again if I change my mind. If people start using it and like get the idea that the functionality is there, and let me say, oh no, it was just a, yeah. We changed our minds. I suppose you can, but yeah, that's not really normal or professional. Like if you add a feature to software, companies they do take features out of software, but I don't think they normally do it on purpose. Maybe sometimes, but normally it's because they rewrite the software from scratch on a new platform with new programmers, and the new programmers don't know what they're doing. Like pgadmin, it's a mess. pgadmin 4 versus pgadmin 3. Don't get me started. VR. Yeah, it sucks. Here we go. Scroll the chat. Bait people. There we go. See if it. I must troll my own chat. See if it triggers people to get more active in there, in the chat. Type things like that. Right. Yeah, so and same story for TMX, like even more so. Look, you can't do much with this. You're just viewing it. Still, it looks pretty. It looks pretty. It's not very functional, but and there's this weird dialogue. I mean, window just floating there. I mean, it's got pretty colors, but it's not a very. You can't edit. You can't save. You can't. We could release a basic free reader. I don't want to. Or what we can do is make a commercial reader, an editor, that functions in free mode in a limited way. And has a little buy now button there to unlock all features. That is probably like if you know, maybe has a limit of 50 entries or I don't know. But then that's like well, maybe tlex itself should just be like a reader instead of having TL reader. tlex and TL term should just, if you haven't activated them, should act as a reader instead of not letting you in the software at all. Yeah, I like that. So like TL term now, if you've got an expiring version, trial limit, you just can't get in it anymore. maybe we should still let people get in it, but it sits in reader mode, so it acts like TL reader. All the we don't even need the reader application. This could be useful as a reader for reading lots of different file formats, but I don't like giving it away for free. But you can't do much useful with it. Well, I don't know. Good question. It's not a decision I can probably make immediately. I think I must sleep on it a little bit more. In the meantime, I was just testing the latest build on Mac for any obvious problems. I wonder why it says no connectivity. This can't be the latest version. What's going on here? Because I fixed that. License no connectivity. I fixed that, man. Let's just check. Check what the build number is. If it is the latest version, then maybe I didn't fix it in TL database. But also there is connectivity, which is the other thing that worries me. Why is it saying that if there is connectivity? Could have to do with the libcurl version and HTTPS. Well, 2.2.0, that's the latest version. It is. So I guess I didn't fix this problem as completely as I thought I'd fixed it. License no connectivity. That's weird. Unless I didn't commit it. So it's fixed on this system, but not in the... I doubt that though. Pretty sure I committed all the lang files. Let's just search for no connect, see what pops up. No connectivity, catalogs, TL database, there it is. Okay. License no, unless I didn't commit this. DOD licensed. I must have, because I fixed this in source. And that's the file I reverted in just now. DOD license. That's where that label comes from. This is impossible. It's a stupid little small thing. Help. Tell database about. So it's definitely the latest. Oh, it's not quite the latest build. Wait. That's slightly old. Let's check the absolute latest build, because the latest build is 2260. Maybe in fact it's old. Right, TL database. Maybe I hadn't committed that yet on 2240. I could swear I did though. But let's see. I'm craving carbs now. I want to go get like a pack of biscuits. I'm trying. Yeah, I must leave it. TL database. Look, there's two different ones. Oh, but yeah, because I'm running out of the DMG. It's also why it's slow. No, that's better. No direct internet connectivity. Although there is. Whatever, go figure. Alright, so it is fixed in the latest version. Now let's just confirm that by installing that. So 2240 didn't have that fix. Interesting. So I did the right thing then by... so what I actually want to do then, and that reminds me, is also upload 2260 Ebix. It's a small thing, but it looks bad. Like it's the first thing users see. No connectivity. You know, if I'm trialing software, that's the first thing I see. It does not give a good impression. Like these guys can't even spell. They can't even release software. Like first impressions, you know. Even though it's such a tiny thing that's easy to fix. And our software is good. It's really good. So, right. Installers. I think it's good. I don't know. Our customers say it's good, and I believe them. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to upload 2260. When that's uploaded, I must just link it in. Yeah, maybe we should get rid of TL Reader. Although, I guess then Hmm. Hmm. Hello? 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 Hmm. Hello? Hello? I can't hear, kan niks hoor. Kan niks hoor nie. I think I must flip a coin and decide. Like, do we include... The thing is, it sends a bad message if all over your website is free this, free that. Like, then people think, oh, cool, everything's free. Like, those are not... You don't want to attract the kind of people who are excited by free things. Because... Hello? I kan niks hoor nie. Ek kan niks hoor nie. I'm busy with a stream. Let me try call back. Hello? Melissa? Melissa? Okay, hold on. Gotta mute this. Sorry for the interruption. It always takes so much time, so much maintenance. Okay, right. So I need to just free some space on the server because there's like trillions of builds on the server. So I'm just deleting a few here because I don't have this much space to spare. I don't think. So I just want to delete some of the older builds here. That 224 can probably go, but let's leave it for a bit. 2257 is there. 2004 is there. 2091 can go. I don't think that's anything interesting. Two 188 can probably go. 2196. Some of these may be interesting, who knows, but it's time to clean up a bit, yeah. Why is there a thing called test there? Kill it. And it's old. Special. I don't know what that was. Special. Why is there admin.php? So, builds. I don't think that's meant to be there. That's rubbish. Probably comes from somewhere else that somehow got uploaded into the wrong folder. Right, so 2260, 2257, beta 2259, those are like the latest. That still says limited offer and new, it's not new anymore. Maybe I should maybe increase that price, but still leave the offer somewhere. I should increase that price but leave the offer somewhere. Right, so I basically wanted to just test the latest builds a bit more, which I've basically done now. That to me is testing. Replace. Alright, I'm cool with that as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to look at the Mac version again for a few days. Although maybe, yeah, not close it just yet. Side copyright. That's really annoying, like ad in the middle of a freaking song. How annoying is that, YouTube? Anyway, alright. I hate the fact that you can't rewind ads. It's so stupid. Like, you'd think if there's an ad, every now and then there's an ad I want to see. And then I try I want to see the ad like 10 times or whatever, and you can't do it. I can't see any way to re-see the ad. It's like, I wonder why they do that. Because, like, you would think they would want to encourage that every now and then when you really like an ad or want to see it again, that you can see it again. Because most people don't like seeing ads. It's, there's a few reasons. It's either they see a product you like, or in my case, it's because I just want to learn the Hebrew in the ad, but it's stupid that you can't rewind an ad. Right, so now I keep being interrupted, so I keep forgetting. And then my girlfriend's ask me why I never answer the phone. It's because I'm trying to concentrate on things like this, and then why don't you never answer your phone? It's because I can't concentrate on things like this and answer my phone the whole day. It like interrupts and pulls me out of what I'm trying to concentrate on and think about. Alright, so I want to finish Elisabeth Jacob is bad-headed at PhD. So I'm going to revert this, copy, revert, and then see what the change was. because I see I've got I don't remember changing this file. So I just want to see what the change was. And it could have to do with add copyright. Like they don't want people copying and redistributing. I don't know. It's good. No, it doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. You want as many people as possible to see your ad. Software. Die ook het woord. Software. Software for what? Conversion software. Alright, so that's the one that says copies. To convert. All the stuff should be in a different. I don't want to commit that, but I do want to keep it, so I've just made a copy. Next. Alright. This laptop feels very hot. Just going to increase the fan and speed it a little. Yeah, so what I was doing also then is okay, those changes I must also go through again. So I built new back maples and I uploaded them and tested them and linked them in. Just wanted to test for any obvious problems or bugs to make sure all this still works. And it looks like version 2019. Something's missing. There should be a thing like if this, no, not that, this. Where is it? It's missing here too. No, it is the girls. Oh, like bugging me again. No, it's enough. They're not doing anything wrong, I guess, but I have to put this phone on silent now. No more. This is enough. Okay. There's supposed to be a right-click menu there. That's what's bothering me. It's probably there's probably a hash if def beta somewhere. Oh yes, yeah, I didn't include it. I only included it in the beta initially because I wanted it to be tested first. But that beta functionality should now come into the main like if I install tlex suite, the beta version, okay. Let's go full on our performance. Screw it. TL term. Still not. Where is it? Command. There's supposed to be a menu called commands for. There, like that. Oh, yeah, of course, it's only there if we click on a term. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But it should be there when you click there. Should be there. Should be like commands for dog. Commands for Kelev. Commands for Kelev. And then we do things like character information tool. Alif lam kaf lam al tlib kalib similar to Hebrew. Want but yeah, okay, so that menu. But then let me just test again. Was it there or not in the non-beta? That's what I want to know. So 2257. Maybe I just haven't implemented it yet for the dark side. Yeah, that's possible. It's a tlex feature where it's like that. Right, so the normal non-beta tlex suite 2257. Commands for, there it is. So there is no commands for you. So I'm guessing it only appears in tlex suite. Skull is cute. So it's trying to find me cute. Spoke to her earlier. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Commands for grid. Okay, it's beautiful. All right. Backups. Touch. Cancel. Yeah, that's enough Mac for me for today. Disconnect. Shut down. This is where VirtualBox starts getting unstable. If I shut down this Windows 7 one, shut down the Mac one. Oh, it's the other way. Yeah, yes. Okay, interesting. Okay. Right. Storage software. Right, I'm gonna take a break. If anybody did stop in, thanks for stopping in and have a lovely evening. No, have a really crappy evening. No, have a good evening. Alright, bye.